From what I understand, Shannon instigated the whole thing and told Dylan Brooks that he was too small
He was too
to
small.
guard
Right, right,
LeBron James.
But
right.
that's just trash talk. That's just trash talk. I mean, that's just. But everybody watches the show. They know Shannon loves LeBron James, and so they're going to respond accordingly to anything that Shannon may say when it pertains to LeBron. That's how I saw it. I didn't. What I didn't understand was John Morant wasn't involved, and then his pops
over.
And then his pops got involved.
Over though. He walked over.
And so if I'm Shannon, I'm like, bruh, me and you can just sneak on off and handle this if this is what you want to do. Like,
no doubt.
You ain't a player. So me and you can handle this. Like all this, making up and shaking hands after. Nah, bro, we not doing that.
Oh, they made up and shook hands after that?
Yeah, exactly. It was all for show. Yes, they did.
That.
Yes, they did. I stayed up, watched it, and seen it and read it. Yes.
Who dapped up?
But I just don't understand why.
Shannon Sharpe and John Morant's pops.
If anybody knows Shannon, I know Shannon very well, man. And they call him the mouth of the South for a reason. Hey, the guy loves to talk. He's very confrontational, and he speaks very sternly. But I just don't understand why he would make the gestures towards Ja's father, during the game about what was going on, stepping out of bounds. He was being real extra. And listen, Ja's dad basically attends every game, and he goes there. He just loves to watch his son do his thing. And he gets up and he celebrates, he claps and all those things. But I've yet to see him get into any confrontation with anybody over the past 4 years that Ja's been in this league, and he's one of the premier players in this game. But Shannon was kind of instigating towards him getting up, pointing at Ja's dad, and just really kind of just got under the skin. Like, man, hold on, man. The players out there playing, like, why are you bothering me? That's what I didn't understand about it.
Shannon's wrong.
They're wrong.
Like, he's wrong. Like, I get, like, and TJ, I know you real well at this point. I get it. I know both of y'all real well. Ain't none of us going for somebody disrespecting us. Like, you ain't going to say F me. But at the same time,
he brought it on himself.
Depending on the setting that you're in, and you're instigating the way that you're instigating.
Yeah, you can't antagonize somebody and then be surprised when they respond.
That's my point. You can't sit there and be talking bad to the dude, and he's supposed to be like, oh yeah, you're right, Shannon. You're right. I'm too small to guard LeBron.
Right,
I'm too small, Coach. Put somebody else on him because Shannon said I'm too small for LeBron. Like, stop that, man. Like, for me, if I'm Shannon Sharpe, I don't give a damn how many people say, Shannon, don't mess with Unc, don't mess with Dad, don't mess with Shay. I don't care how many people say it. That's a bad look. That is a terrible look.
LaVar, you know what made it as bad as you're saying? The trash talk is okay because when you see Shannon courtside, you assume he gonna have his mouth on him. He gonna be talking. You assume that.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean assume?
No, he's just gonna talk trash.
If you don't know that, Shannon, you just assume that he's gonna. But what made it as bad as you're saying is the fact when he stood up and was like,
so aggressive, dog.
Because he was telling Dylan Brooks,
here.
like, say it right here,
come right here.
That's what made it bad because, in essence, he was like, "You gonna do all that talking from over there? Say that here."
Yeah,
that's to me what made it bad as you're speaking.
It's a bad look. And then on top of that, I'm gonna tell you what else. Shannon ain't hood. He ain't a hood cat. Like, Shannon from the South. So we hood. Like, I know about Hampton Roads. I know about the places you've been, TJ. I mean, Plex. I know about the places you've been, TJ. The moment you go down that lane, your head better be on the swivel. And on top of on the swivel, you better know what your odds are when you get into doing, and I don't care where you're at when you do that. If you take the beef to beef's level, you better understand what you got going on all sides of you. You ain't see them two cats standing behind him? There was two dudes on God that was ready to slump Shannon from behind. Shannon was so locked in to the dude, he's not even paying attention to the 7-footer coming at him with what he got going on. I don't care about that. They on the court. You paying attention to the dude you talking to and to the dad.
But we all know it's just talk. I don't think anybody in that situation expected anything to turn physical.
The problem is when you get two runts on the side and they on the court, and obviously the Grizzlies were their people. They was right behind. At one point, the dude hit Shannon's arm.
Hey, they're going to have to address this, man.
They had to stop the game because
for a while. They're going to have to address this because in the Grizzlies, they're young. They're a really good team. But the Grizzlies are on the court. They're confrontational. They've gotten into it with Golden State. They like to talk, and then they showed a clip of LeBron going at, I believe it was Desmond Bain, talking about your trash talk now is borderline disrespectful. This isn't basketball the way you talking to me.
Right.
And so
how's it not about basketball?
I don't know. They didn't show
LeBron
exactly
gets sensitive.
what
LeBron
was being
gets sensitive,
said.
Though. It don't matter what they say. I've told people, listen, I've told people I don't care about your life on the football field.
But we play a
That ain't
violent
about-
sport. The basketball, the game of basketball is completely
you know what I mean,
different.
Stretch?
It's completely different.
I've said.
Hey, look here, man. I'm not talking. I don't care about no rules of how I talk to you on the field.
Hey,
That's
Plaxico,
part of it.
Hey, LaVar, it just hit me. It just hit me right now. I'm way off subject. Hey, Plex ready for that game today, boy. He's supporting them.
Oh, man.
But that
Hey,
guy
dog,
ready.
Hey, I had to open the garage door because the truck already running.
Look, he got his hat on. That man is ready.
Hey, I'm going straight to Philly after this.
I just noticed it right now.
Hey, at the 95 South Turnpike, here I come. That's all I'm going to say. The truck running, full of gas and everything.
Hey, bruh. Hey, this is all I'm going to say, man. This is what I'm going to say.
Hey, what does the NBA do about this? They have to do something. They have to do something.
You got to find.
But what can they do?
Yeah, because Shannon probably paid for them tickets, or it's connected to LeBron in some way, shape, form. You got to have a conduct policy, and I'm sorry. I think that it's one thing to.
They do have a
handle
conduct policy. You get thrown out, but because he's Shannon Sharpe, they weren't doing
anybody else, if it wasn't Shannon Sharpe,
they got to go.
If they don't get kicked out, then they will be banned from the.
They might be banned from the arena.
That's exactly.
I mean, you can't do that. You can't do that. Like what Shannon did, you cannot do that. And I just wonder, like, we work with Shannon. We know Shannon. Like Shannon is the
LaVar.
OG.
Hey, Shannon's still throwing up like 450 on the bench, bro.
I don't give a damn.
They don't want, man. You lock up with Shannon.
I don't give a damn.
He gonna power drive you now.
Didn't he just get into a confrontation a few weeks ago?
That man also just got some hip replacement surgery too, dog. Like old is old, dog. Like be more responsible than that. Like people look up to you, man. Like you got all these people like respecting your opinions. They love his commentary. They love his takes. I'm a fan of Shannon. I think he's well founded in the things that he says. I think that he presents himself in a way where we look up to him in the business. Like you can look up to him as a football player, but now he's in a different business altogether that he's got people aspiring to be where he is. Like you can't do that. I'll be the first one to tell y'all, I'll be ready to throw down. Like let it be what it's going to be. We're going to fight our way up out of it.
And you got two good hips.
Bro, I got two good hips. I got two good hips, and I'm way younger than Shay. Like I'm gonna put a NyQuil on at least one cat. But that ain't the point. The point is I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it unless the only way you'll ever see me become physical in a situation is if it is imminent danger. We cannot avoid what's about to happen. So let's throw down. If it ain't on hey, look here. If it ain't on nothing like I'll tell. Great example, and this is so fitting. I was just out last week. last weekend, I get back in, I go out, we go to town. We hanging out, we go to a little after spot, and apparently a artist from the UK comes in. I'm unaware of who he is. All right. We in our little bubble, little VIP area, and all these people start moving into our area. Now, y'all been out with me. Y'all know I go in straight protection mode. Like I am security. I don't need security because I am security. So I start like sealing down the perimeter, like pushing little shorties out of the way. Stop putting your dirty used cups down on our table. Y'all move. But what I didn't realize was that we were guests of the DJ that was there, of the people that I was there with in the VIP. So I'm not made aware of this. So I'm moving people out of the way. The young bucks, the runts that's out here working out from Penn State, they up in there. They totally new to this. So one of them starts walking, and a dude puts his hand on him, right? The dude puts his hand on him to like grab him and stop him. And I slapped his hand off of his arm and said, don't touch him, right? They start whispering to one another. Then I see two more dudes move up and start whispering to one another, right? You already know what it is. You already know what this is. Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, what is going on? I finally figure out the dude is like big time, like big, like on like some Drake level, or I don't want to say his name out loud. I don't want to say it out loud because he's really
might as
like,
well. I mean, y'all made up. Y'all made up.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
No, it wasn't no makeup stuff. I mean, it was like we dapped TJ, but I could clearly tell
still tension.
I could tell who the killer was. I could tell who they was giving it to handle this big. You know what I mean? Like, I got my wife there.
This one,
my homie got his girlfriend there, and I saw them box us in. They boxed us in, and you know what happened? We out of here. Like the young buck talking about, give me 10 more minutes. I'm hanging with because he's so enthralled with the dude and the celebrity. He like, give me 10 more minutes. Give me 10 more minutes. I said, if you don't get your ass up and we get up out of here right now, not 10 minutes, not 5 minutes, not 1 minute, not 50 seconds. We leaving now, right? So I pushed through, like I didn't push through on no disrespect. I was like, I moved through, like looked at him, was like, it's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? And dapped them up. I waited for everybody who was with me to walk past me. And as they're walking out, I turn around and I walk out on the side, like I'm walking sideways so I can see them and I can see what's in front of me. And now I'm on a 360 swivel. They might have had somebody coming from the left flank. They might have had somebody coming from the right flank.
They ain't doing that at that establishment. Come on.
Hey, bro, we go outside. And I'm walking backwards to our car. I'm walking because I done seen this thing play out way too much. And you best believe we be ready to run. I'm going to run before I'm
That's why you can't be security. You got to get security.
Hey, bro. Oh, hey, listen to what I'm telling you. I'm the security. We ran. We didn't run. I was ready to run. And I'm going to tell you why I'm ready to run, TJ. I'm ready to run for him, not for me. I'm ready to run to where we need to get to save him, not to save me.
I just got to get to
and that's the point.
That's it.
I'm not going down that direction. I'm not going down the drama train trail. I'm not. And for Shannon to pull that drama his way, you can't do what Shannon did, man. I know we went way late. Go ahead, TJ. You got it.
It's really, it was like you said, and like Plaxico said, it was irresponsible. The reaction, which will be today, possibly Monday, will be telling.
Yeah.
What takes place, what happens.
Shannon's on the Hennessy and the Black and Mild.
But guess what, though? It was a good game. We did get treated. It was a good game.
They did, and
so who won the game? I don't know who won the game.
The Lakers won by
pulled
1.
It out. Like with like seconds left.
And of course LeBron will come out and say that, it's getting borderline disrespectful. It's not about basketball anymore because obviously I don't know what the Lakers are ranked in the Western Conference, but I don't think they're in any playoffs.
Them young boys ain't checking for LeBron
and the
like
Memphis
that.
Grizzlies are what, maybe the third or fourth team in the West. So that's what the Lakers are not happy about.